Well, we are on to the next pillar of empiricism, inspection. Remember, we just talked about transparency, and if things are not transparent, then we are inspecting the wrong things and we're misleading ourselves and others, and we're not able to adapt correctly because we are inspecting the wrong things. So that is why transparency precedes inspection. Let's read about inspection and see what we can learn. So the Scrum artifacts and the progress toward agreed goals must be inspected frequently and diligently to detect potentially undesirable variances or problems. Let's give a better line there. Undesirable variances or problems. So to help with inspection, Scrum provides cadence in the form of its 5 events, and inspection enables adaptation. Inspection without adaptation is considered pointless. Why would we do that? Scrum events are designed to provoke change. So what is this saying? Is that inspection, what are we inspecting? When we inspect, we are inspecting our artifacts, which is our sprint backlog, our product backlog, and our increment, and our agreed goals, our sprint goal and our product goal. And when do we do that? We do that at our 5 events, at the daily Scrum, at sprint planning, at sprint review, sprint retrospective. We analyze these artifacts and other things, our working agreement, our definition of done, etc., so that we can make better and better decisions, and so that we can detect potentially undesirable variances or problems, so that we can have that conversation sooner rather than later, so that we can figure out, hey, are we on track? Are we doing what is most valuable, or are we not? And so the 5 events of Scrum really help us detect things sooner because we're inspecting our artifacts so that we can make better decisions, so that we can adapt. So let's look at an example, and an example would be at the daily Scrum. We are inspecting the sprint backlog, and which that contains the sprint goal. And an awesome thing that you could inspect at the daily Scrum on the sprint backlog would be work item age. So team is going to have a few different product backlog items that they bring into the sprint backlog that they think will allow them to hit the sprint goal. And an awesome metric to measure during a sprint is how old items are. So work item age is the difference of time between when you started working on an item and the current time. So that could be 2 days. Okay, we started working on this for 2 days, or 5 days, or 7 days. And the higher this number gets, the more risk the team has of potentially not hitting their sprint goal. So work item age really reveals, and it brings transparency to a team so that they can inspect their progress and say, hey, this item is getting pretty old, and this is vital to hitting our sprint goal. So we really need to make sure we do something about this. What could we do? Maybe we could swarm this item. Maybe we could do pair or mob programming to really tackle this product backlog item so that we get it to done, so that we can hit our sprint goal. So that's one example of something to inspect at our 5 events in Scrum. And so inspection is all about leading to adaptation, right? So that we can make better and better decisions. And Scrum helps us do that with its cadence of 5 events so that we can more quickly detect these variances or problems. And one small example of that is work item age at the daily Scrum. So I hope that helps you guys. Thanks.